What's up guys, I'd here, bring you guys another video on the channel. So we are on Pokemon Go today. It has been a while since we recorded Pokemon Go. I just don't go all this much. I'm going to try to start doing that more. I know I say that all the time, but I'm really trying to strive through that. But this is an update video. The Pokemon updated to 0.35.0 for Android and 1.5.0 for iOS. So if you guys see in the settings right here, we're on 0.35.0. And there's not much things changed in the update. Most of the stuff isn't like big. So here on the patch notes that they gave us, that they tweeted out, the first thing says it implemented Pokemon Appraisal, which means trainers will now be able to learn about the Pokemon's attack and defense capabilities from the team trainer, from the team leader, Candela, Blanc, or Spark, to determine which other Pokemon have the most potential for battle. And the second thing says we are still working hard on several new and exciting features to come in the future of Pokemon Go. And the last thing is minor bot fixes. So not really much. The only real big thing and main thing about this is that of the appraisals. And one thing I've actually seen, like in group chats and stuff like that, like pages, they changed a lot of nests. So I want to try to check that out, because Pasture Park, the one we go to, it was a Vulpix nest. I'm not sure if it changed or it stayed the same, so we're gonna try to go check that out, see if it changed. If it didn't, we could try to farm out more Vulpixes and basically try to get a Ninetails soon enough. But yeah, I'll show you guys the thing about the appraisal. Of course, you go to Pokemon. There's no direct settings, but I'll show you guys with our Charmander. I was checking EVs and stuff. That's why it says Charmander 71, so he's like 71%. Since he's the only one. But you go here to the menu thing and it says favorite, appraisal, and transfer. You click appraisal, and it says right here, hello. It says hi, hello to gaming. Let's take a look at your Charmander 71, shall we? It says overall your Charmander is a strong Pokemon. You should be proud. And then it says its defense is its strongest feature. So instead of going on and checking EVs and stuff on other websites, it kind of implements that EV feature, the EV and IV feature here in the game now, which is something they probably try to do since everyone was using all those websites and apps. And what else it says, it's got excellent stats. How exciting! Your Charmander is gigantic, the largest I've ever seen, and that's only because our weight is extra large on our Charmander. And it says, hope I was able to help. Take care. So that's basically all with the appraisal. It does change up between different Pokemon. You know, we could check out this, like we could check out our Pikachu. I haven't checked the stats like EV and IVs, stuff like that. So let's go to appraisal. So let's see what they say. I didn't click it. It says, let's take a look at your Pikachu, shall we? It says, overall your Pikachu may not be great in battle, but I still like it. So basically, it won't be a good attacker, I'm guessing. It says his defense is a strong feature, so it's not a good defense. Well, it's a good defense Pokemon, but it's not a good attacking Pokemon. So we kind of lucked out on this Pikachu that we have. It says it's got excellent stats. How exciting! And basically the same. So that's with that. But the thing is, we have our 90, I think it's 89 or 91% victory bell now. No, weeping bell. Yeah, 91. Because it was our near perfect Bellsprout. So I already checked this earlier. But if we go into the appraisal, I was surprised at what it says. It says, let's take a look at your weeping bell. It says overall, your weeping bell simply amazes me. It can accomplish anything. It says its attack is its strongest feature. I'm blown away by its stats. Wow. It says I was able, so that's basically it. But since it is our like highest rating Pokemon when it comes to IVs and like percentage to near perfect Pokemon, that's why she said that. So it's like it just varies on the different Pokemon you have, the different types and all that stuff, the EV and IV levels. So above it we have our Poliwhirl 89 percentage, and it is extra small. So I think it says something about it being small. So this is, it simply amazes me. It can accomplish anything. Its HP is its strongest feature, so its HP is one of the highest stats it has, besides like I think defense or attack. This is here just as impressive as its defense. So it does have a high defense and a high HP on this one. And knowing it's a 89 percentage Poliwhirl, which means it'll be an insane Poliwrath if we ever get enough candies. And it says I'm blown away by its stats. Wow. It says your Poliwhirl is so tiny. I almost didn't notice it, because it is extra small. And then it says hope I was able to help and take care. So basically that's it for that. It's simple. It just depends on your different stats. We could go through everything. We could check our highest Hypno. I haven't done it. It's extra small, so I'll give that comment about the small Pokemon. Let's see. It's a strong Pokemon, you should be proud. Attack is the strongest feature. And that's good, because we do use this Hypno as our main attacker in gyms, besides our Magmar. But it's mainly this one, because it is our highest Hypno. It says excellent stats, it's tiny, of course, and that's it. So that's why this is marked off as it is our highest Hypno, and it is our strongest Hypno, as you guys can see there. So he has a high attack stat. I could check it on one of the websites to see how high it really is. Oh yeah, that's the cool thing. We got that like in-game mechanic to tell you the EV and IVs, the IVs basically. I did it with the 2 Magikarps I have. Well, I have the stats, so you'll probably see most of my Pokemon will have like the name and then a number on the side, like Magikarp 58.7 or 64. It's basically the percentage of how near perfect they could get, which kind of sucks. Our best EV is a 74%. We're gonna try to, if we can, we'll try to catch one that's better. That way we could get a better like Vaporeon or whatever we end up evolving it to. Well, yeah, that's gonna be it for this part of the video, guys. I'm gonna go out on the bike. I'll probably just record the gameplay of me on the bike, like going around the neighborhood, trying to hatch the eggs I have. Let's see which ones we have. So we have 2 5K eggs that are nearly halfway done. We have a 10K egg at 2.5 kilometers. So we'll try to complete that if possible. But we'll try to complete most of our 5K eggs. We don't have many incubators. We're only using our default incubator and the 2 we got at level 20. And we do want to try to make a mark on our level 20. So we're halfway through it. Hopefully after this whole little trip going around on the bike, see how far we get in level 20, see how close we could get to level 21. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this part of the video. Yeah, I'll catch up with you guys after. back to this. That was a long adventure. I know you guys just saw like 6 minutes of the whole thing. Because I did cut off a lot. It was like a whole hour of footage, and then besides that, half an hour of footage was corrupted. I don't know what happened. The screen recorder corrupted the files. My phone was like at 5%, so I ended the recording beforehand and just put my phone back in my pocket and let it, sit there without recording anything. So I didn't check if it corrupted or anything. Anyway, I wasn't gonna be able to bring back that 30 minutes. But other than that, we're back home. As you guys can see here, we end off on 31,663. So I think we went off 5 to 6,000 XP. I wasn't sure. I am recording this one day later, only because I completely forgot to record the ending of this video. But yes, we got at least 5,000 XP completed in like an hour or two. Not much time. But as you guys saw, we did catch like 2 EVs and a really high level Taurus. But EVs, Vulpixes. And the crazy thing is, since some of the parts that corrupted actually showed off that more Vulpixes that I caught and hatched. So you guys can see here in my most recent, we also hatched a Magikarp, and I just checked it with all the EVs and stuff, IVs, and we have a Magikarp with 85.17%. So it's near perfect Magikarp. So I'm thinking if we ever get enough candies to evolve, this might be the one, unless we could find a better one in the future. Especially because it's at 139. So hopefully we could find one in the future. But also, we have our Vulpixes here. So let me check the journal. Let me show you guys the journal of that day. So right now I'm recording this on the 24th, 25th. Oh, something just spawned. What is it? It's a shelter. We'll just leave it. We don't need it. So let's go right back down. And basically all of this was from that day. You can see this is the 23rd. So it started off down here with these Pokestops. So here is the first Vulpix was caught at 375. That's one Vulpix. We caught the Taurus. That's 2 Vulpix right here at 175. Then we caught, we went around the park a couple times. Then we caught a third one, which was really low, a 74 Vulpix. And then we hatched this beauty. We hatched a 427 Vulpix, and I think this one has our highest IV stats. Not max, not like near perfect, but it has the highest one of all of them. And then after that, how long after, we like around 10 to 20 minutes later, we actually caught, I think, the last Vulpix of the day, which was at 270 CP, which I was fine with. Wasn't bad. I'm thinking of going back again and doing it just to farm out more Vulpix, because we're actually really close to getting Ninetails, only because of the egg we hatched. I forgot how much we got from that. If only the footage didn't corrupt, it would have been better, because we would have seen. But then the Magikarp hatching at 139 CP, and then I think that was when we got home. It was later on. You can see 6 hours later, a Pidgey ran away when we were catching it. And then just a while ago, we just caught a 521 Drowsy. So besides that, let's go down. We actually got a couple of, I think we got a couple of like achievements down here. I think we got the fire type one. Yeah, the Kindler. So we caught 10 fire types, and that's all thanks to the Vulpix. And I actually didn't exactly know that Vulpix was a fire type Pokemon until now. No, it gives me a reason why I had trouble defeating a Ninetails in the gym. That is not in the video, because I took that off. I took out all gym attacking off the video for the sake of not having like a 20-30 minute video. It's gonna be a long video, but not too long. But yeah, we could go through here. Our Vulpix, the one we hatched, is the starred one, 427, and it lands on 72.67 IV. Like that's their his percentage in the IV count. So you can see we got 36 Vulpix candies. So we're 14 away from getting our Ninetails, which is amazing. And this one, we're most likely going to evolve this one. because this is the one we hatched. Because the rest are, let's see, let's go to number. Click number. Let's go down here. Oh, where is it? If you see, our lowest one is at 47%, which is actually higher than the rest besides the one we hatched. So our 74 Vulpix is actually the second best Vulpix we got at the moment. So who would have known that our lowest Vulpix is one of our best ones besides the one we hatched. So hopefully when we go back to the park and we capture a couple more, I'll try to capture equally 4 or 5. Just depends if I'm there for an hour or two. I could say they spawn at least 5 to 10 minutes apart. I'm not sure, more or less 5 or 10 minutes apart, just around the park. It takes a while, but yeah, it's worth it. Honestly, it's a nest. It's a really efficient nest if you want to get Ninetails, because the park did have a couple Ninetails in the gyms, I guess after they added the Vulpix nest. But yeah, that's for this progress. That's the main focus of this video, the Vulpix nest, confirming that it's still a nest, and just trying to grind to get that Ninetails, because Vulpix was a new Pokemon for us when we caught the first one, and if we do it right, we could get evolution XP and double XP to get the Ninetails, and then we don't have Ninetails, so that's a Pokédex XP. So see, do we even have? Yeah, we don't even have a lucky egg or anything, but we might buy them because we have. How many coins do we have? We have 460 coins. So we haven't really wasted any coins since the last time I bought some stuff. But yeah, that's it, guys. We actually completed some eggs too. I'm surprised I didn't. I thought I did pick this one, but I think we're gonna start off a 5k. I'm gonna start saving up the 10k eggs. I've seen a lot of other YouTubers do like 10k egg hatching and stuff like that. So I want to try to do that. We do have one that's really close. It's on 8.1 out of 10, and we have 5k that's 2.8. So hopefully later on today, because it's really early in the morning, we could go out, ride our bike, and try to hatch some eggs and basically try to catch some more Vulpix. But yeah, that's gonna be it for the video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Did some weird editing, had the Pokemon instrumental again. Probably what I'm gonna keep doing for these Pokemon videos. But please drop a like down below if you guys enjoyed this video, and leave a comment on what you guys want to see in the future Pokemon Go videos. And with that, hope to see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.